Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down, Stafford here.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the return will stop right around the 25. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Hey, a confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield now.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. And his kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Out of the gun, Stafford.
And going right back to Hamler.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tim Patrick, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to...
And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. That catch good for only a couple. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second and 8 coming up. Now Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Stafford.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Stafford. He's got his tight end fan. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Stafford on first down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Stafford now to throw. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They try the left side here with Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They go play action. Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tim Patrick with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. Now Mayfield lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. The Deontay Spencer deep for the Broncos. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken at around the 40. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down at Stafford. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Mayfield on play action. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Mayfield.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And even with that broken tackle, can't get very far. Stops short of the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield drops it off for Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And finally brought down at the 43. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he's taken down inside the 30. And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12. Mayfield off the play fake. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. No, they won't. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Hurry. Hey, alert 33. Let's go.
Mayfield to throw it. He sets to fire deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Going up top. He's got a man, complete. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Tim Patrick, 95 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench, because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. To throw, Mayfield. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 23 yards on the play. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Mayfield on first down. He's going to have to hook up to Schwartz. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. Touchdown. That's caught. Anthony Schwartz, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I
really?
want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Broncos. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Broncos are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for a touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Browns drive about to get started.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Hurry! Alert!
Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And it's 3rd down. A give. This is Chubb. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Hey, alert!
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schwartz. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. Pretty move. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 89 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Now a second down and 6.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Stafford on third down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points